Hey guys, tightrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on day 101. Today spawning on the left we've got WillTHENOOBz with Wehrmacht, who's gone for Luftwaffe, dropping some falchion pyros down here. Teaming out with him is Dunkerque, also with Wehrmacht, going for Mechanized. On the right hand side is Havoc, with Brits going for Australians. Just one of those straight away into a machine gun second, that's interesting. And momo4sho also with the Brits. Starting out with a dingo. That's the dumb bag, but currently high-ranking teams here. I think Havoc 10, Dunkerque 20, Momo and Will are both around 50. A lot of training going on for Daniel D's 2v2 tournament that is coming up this weekend. And there we go, we'll put down a fighting position here. We're going to hold on to the fuel and trading pretty well against the dingo.
Infantry section is present and accounted for.
Kitting now for Will as well. A decent amount of back capping. Now pushing onto the fuel, but already had dingo repaired up. Tried to go into recon mode there. I was moving quite slowly. But the trades is just not that good for the dingo against the squad inside the building. I think you can get, I think there's maybe even 6 firing positions out the front of one of these. Pretty good from the front. I suppose you could come onto the side. I think there's maybe only 3 firing positions on the side, something like that. Oh, and that was a nasty chase down. Kitten goes down. Get one from this. Is this real artillery or fake? It's real. He's trying to dodge, but runs into an Australian light. They jump back behind heavy cover. They're just going to try to blast the machine gun head on. Quite a few models, but still on the wrong side of cover. Dingo gets off to the side of the machine gun so it doesn't take too much damage. No Fausting units getting in close. Not taking that much friendly fire damage. Could merge into the MG. He's right in Fausting range now for Dunkerque. Doesn't Faust though. Looks like he's running into Faust with this one, but I think he's in Fausting range with the other. Now focusing to the building for Havoc here, working well. He's gone for 3 Australian lights. There's a skirmish down here. No flamethrowers yet to help swing it in either player's favour. Australian lights capping out on the far side. Bit 1 activated on Dunkerque's machine gun, but now getting flanked by the section. Doing some big damage to the MG inside the building though. Just getting out of there in time. These squads were hoping to come in to polish it off, but got out at an appropriate timing. Surprised healing's working there at all. Nice merge there. Some more value out of the falchion pyro. And that's another dingo artillery calling. That one having a great result.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Some retreats. Machine gun sets up the wrong direction.
The enemy is stealing our territory from us.
And the engineers is going to run right past. Looks like he's going to go for a cut-off. Meanwhile, dingo coming right in here. Mortar's in some trouble. Gets decruised. He's going to try to tow it away. Oh, merges into it as well. Nice steal there by Dunkerque. Dingo's coming in. Takes a big burst. Going to try chase. Hope to decrew. There's another grenadier coming up though for more reinforcements. Now getting out positioned on the machine gun that has to get out. Crossing the water now, gets decrewed right in the middle. decruiser.
Available, Commandant.
Decruised again. CMP's coming up again. He's getting close though. He's going to get in Fausting range here. Loses his truck and doesn't steal that, but quickly decrewed again by the sections. Oh boy. Momo eventually holds on to it, but losing the CMP does matter quite a lot. Reinforcing healing from that is often pretty big, especially on a map this large where you can't share healing that effectively. Basically a bit too spaced. Does actually matter quite a lot more than it does on some other maps. I've got. So I've got 4 out of that. With the sharpshooter activation there from Havoc. Gets away though. That was a close call. Schwarzenegger dropping into a hot zone there. Have to retreat quickly. And now the Humber coming in from Momo. This is as fast as you could get it in terms of fuel, but as you can see, an 8-rad already on the field for Dunkirk. Doesn't look like he went for any side tech before the Humber either, but must mean the Axis have had better control of this medium fuel in the middle. This is what has happened. High command point game as well. Building's about to collapse, has to jump out. Has stalled for quite a while at least.
We're losing a munitions point.
So the Allies are not very well prepared for this. Momo with no anti-tank. With a 2-pounder coming up. Seems like I might have missed that second shot. MG's in some trouble. We're getting some decent shots on here. Heavy mortar also. AT gun from the side. I think that might have been an attack round. It misses. And that one misses too. He had a really bad run. I'm not sure how many of those were attack rounds or proper. But the 2-pounder not guaranteed to kill. Schwarzenegger revealed themselves. Otherwise he might have continued to chase. They stayed stealth and would have died to a Faust. Faust is pretty much half health on the Humber. It's exactly. Humber was pretty much at half health.
We have a surplus of command points, Commander.
So a really bad start here for Havoc's 2-pounder. They've not shut down that 8-rad whatsoever. Oh boy, late retreat from Momo. Oh, the Grenadiers, they're going to try run and gun, look for the white.
The ability is ready.
Ooh, they dropped the flamer too. That is unfortunate. Got a Humber out now for Havoc as well. Interesting. Chasing after the machine gun, nearly gets it, but now the 8-rad's coming back out. Momo have anti-tank grenades. I don't see them here, but he's posturing like he's got them. So Dunkirk decides to pull away. He's gone for Luftwaffe company. So it's some Jaegers. Dunkirk.
We have the momentum to end this.
Marvel has also gone for that. Oh no, he's gone for Panther Grenadier company. Side tick coming online now.
Point at 300. Confirm.
8-rad. Looking pretty good. He's got a machine gun here, kind of low. Humber provides some long-range vision though, helping out a lot. Recon package, I see that on the Jaegers. Yep. So they've also got some good long-range vision. Grenades into the building. Pretty good dodging there from Momo though. Didn't really took anything. Oh boy, Dingo getting stuck on the wall a bit. 2-pounders in some trouble.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Oh, he stopped backing away with this? What happened? The base howitzer fire and heavy mortar fire coming in. A T-gun rolling up though for Will. Just to get out of there with the Humber. Oh, I heard a Faust going off. Momo in major trouble here with his Humber. That guy's going to chase it down and kill. Ouch. It'll be hard to avoid those Fausts with that vet. Good kill in return though. Gets his flamethrower back. Don't see the SMG Gurkhas too often, but they showed their strength right there.
The enemy has a tactical advantage over us.
Pairing up now. Second Jaeger coming in. 2-pounder recruit, he'll back up.
Bloody bad show. The enemy have the lead.
Allies way down on victory points at this stage. Have had a really bad go of it when it comes to territory control. Gurkha's doing their best here, but they're outvetted and outnumbered. They would have forced one retreat at least. Momo not having any anti-tank has causing some headaches. He's going for an AT gun now. They're going to look for the Gurkha White though.
Anti-tank crews are on standby for order.
Oh, and it does go down. Double Humbers though rolling in from the side. Looks like one of them's got over repair. They get a flank on the AT gun of Dunkirk. Oh, and the 2-pounder comes in from the side. And that's going to be the end of the 8 rod now. The Humbers are going hard. Looking for the AT gun decrew. They get that as well. What a turnaround there. Getting one back for the Gurkha Wipe. Good move from Havoc. Definitely helps out those Humbers so much. The extra health from the over repair. Incredibly valuable. They're so fragile otherwise. Especially, you know, when Faust is guaranteed engine damage. Showing down the mobility so hard. Going out to the edge. Both of them over repaired now. We have another AT gun. Oh no. Panzer Company in the build though for Dunkirk. $200 VPs left for the Allies.
We're down to 200 points.
See what we got here. Yep, so straight to volunteer infantry for Momo alongside the heavy mortar. Okay, fast Panther action. For Dunkirk, I believe that is. Over repair rush. Being smoked out of Will. Luftwaffe hasn't got to the manpower discount yet, obviously, for the Fallschirmjäger. Okay, pops the flare up now. Oh, that's a big blob for Havoc. Machine gun gets out of there fast, though. I'm just coming back in. The AT gun's under too much pressure to return fire, and now all of a sudden the Axis are crumbling under the double Humber pressure, but here comes the Nebelwerfer. And he gets one white. Humbers are chasing him though. Fallschirmjäger angry, and he's both very low. Here comes the Stug though. Gets a miss, I think that was. I think the over repair had already been removed at that stage. Did he satchel his own AT gun so it didn't fall into British hands? Looks like it. AT gun pushing up on the Stug. No Faust from Will. And what a collapse here from the Axis. Evil decrewed up here. What a shot from the Stug though on the infantry. Hasn't switched over to prioritized vehicles on that yet. The AT gun trying to get the kill. The Nebelwerfer. Recruiser with Dunkirk to buy a bit more time. And here comes the loiter now from Will. Stug's on the charge. Again, he's not on prioritized vehicles, so he's wasting a little bit of his damage. Humber's too fast though for the Stug, especially Vet 3, the Humber racing away. The loiter saving the day here for the Axis. Oh, but did they lose their nibble for good? It looks like they did. The AT gun must have polished it off. So we're down to just 34 pop and Dunkirk. Similar situation versus 50-40. Huge army lead now for the Allies. Good dodge on the grenade, but too low to win the fight afterwards. Using the 2-pounder, but it's going to struggle. A very low penetration. It's like 65 penetration against the Stug, which is... There's like 210 on the front. This guy's got a flamer as well, does he? Yep, flamer and the sweeper. Could put away the sweeper. Pretty spread out at this range. Needs to get a little bit closer. So the flamer's going to lose this. Missing too much damage. Panther on the field now for Dunkirk, and that's boosted him up to similar to Allied army size. He's still quite far behind. If he held on to that Nebel, it would be a different story, but he did not. No Vet 1 on the 2-pounder, by the way. So he doesn't have the tight weak point, which is needed when you're up against these big boys. And the AT gun's largely undefended right now for the Allies. They've been caught out of position. Recon Jaegers charging ahead. Recon Jaegers do match up very well against the Aussies. Flare up though from the Humber. That's a really nice idea. Stug trying to kill off the AT gun. So he's backing away now. The Matilda coming in from Momo. AT gun though getting polished off maybe by the Panther. No, the Stug is what finishes the job. Got a Crusader coming in from Havoc. Really does feel like you need the over repair on the Crusader to make it worthwhile these days. AT gun's getting their rate of fire buffed. It's I don't quite feel like it has the same impact like it used to. Able to force the retreat.
enemy have taken our territory.
Oh boy, late retreat though for Will, who loses his bios. Still have the Fulsham bios for repairs, and Allies are going to knock down the fighting position. They are draining out a few more points though. They've done a good job, draining about 50 in the time they've lost 20-ish, but they'll be very mindful of those VPs given how far behind they still are. Before popping out for Will.
The enemy have the upper hand.
And that flare can provide quite a lot of value for the Humber, especially against like 2v2 larger density of units. Decent grenade onto the retreat, but Skirmishes was still pretty healthy model for model. So they shrug it off. Okay, Grant's coming in for Havoc next. He's withdrawing and refitting. So it's just a stopgap Crusader. He's stalling up for the Grant, which I think is going to be a lot more common next patch when they're increasing the cost of the Grant side tech.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
He's coming in here, able to bully that away. That Vet 3 health boost as well as the over repair, so doesn't have to fear the lone Panzerfaust. T-gun up here, backing up the Matilda, getting some solid shots on. Meanwhile though, Axis capping on the far edge. Notice that Will never went for Vet, affecting Stugs or anything from Panzer Grenadier Company. I wonder if he would have done that if he held on to the Nebelwerfer. Grant in the build now for Momo as well. There's a 4 popping up for Dunkirk.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Second Panzer IV for Will now. Transitioning into the big armor fights. So Momo's trying to back away. Still hasn't rebuilt his second AT gun. In fact, that's a stolen pack he's got there. Jaegers springing their ambush. Gurkhas have quite a way to run to get over there to fight them. They'll take quite a lot of damage on the way in. Jump into a building maybe, but Gurkhas are happy to decap here. Maybe we could lob a smoke. Loiter in the middle. No anti-air yet from the allies.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
It's a
point.
triggering a mine or two. Able to overrun the 2-pounder fast. Side armor shots coming in from the AT.
We should spend our munitions at once.
Gurkhas chased away from a P4. Fast capping on those recon Jaegers, remember. Capture rate bonus. Zizo accidentally leave the capture circle there, trying to put down their Sanga wall. Oops. Yeah, they recognize now as they go, it's too late. Just finish the wall off and then that'll do. Okay, flares coming up for Dunkirk.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Almost coming around the corner. We take the top. They're down to 130, the allies. Oof. Just missed getting blasted as he entered the door there. The Panther's coming up to meet the British army. I think I see a grenades tick there from Momo, so he could be in some trouble against that Panther.
We have lost control of a victory point. Sector now under enemy
Now
control.
with the Panther and P4 up here, Momo has to be more cautious. It's tough for him to fight this because rotating an AT gun up to the top just takes so long. Not very effective. Maybe he needs to get a squad of foot guards or something, which can be pretty good in all the buildings that are up here against tanks. Air burst out there in the middle, buying a bit of breathing room for the allies. They've got the triple cab running right now. Some foot guards out from Havoc, I didn't mention that. He's gone for armored vehicle training.
Field medics will be deployed at the
He's got the
headquarters.
light vehicle training and the infantry training as well. So he's trained everything up. Double grants here for Havoc.
Sector lost.
Bully these P4s in the head-to-head. AT gun coming in now for Dunkirk out the back. In the meantime, the grants are pummeling the P4s. No skirts on them yet. So they are struggling for durability. AT gun coming in now though. Have a tug of war over the top. It's taking a bit of damage, but getting baited. A little bit too far back for Dunkirk, maybe. Lone P4 up here without the Panther. Momo can win in the top. Try not to retreat as well.
Enemy remains stubborn. We are down to 300
Panther
points.
does do a good job fending off the grants. Maybe think about going for a chase. They're mobilizing their armor, the Axis. P4's backing away, getting chased down a little bit. As I said, I don't think Momo's got any snares, otherwise he probably would have come in here for one. So the P4 does escape. right now as well.
The battle falls in our favor.
Oof. Couldn't quite squeeze around the machine gun, but get some smoke down. Bit of held down action here from Will, trying to cover the middle. But the Aussies are decapping really fast. And the Axis have been draining out very quickly over the last 5 minutes or so. Oh, squad down the middle for Will. Evil action out the back.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
The best hits though. There's some breathing room though, nonetheless. Nothing missing there.
We've lost the sector.
And we're just guarding the far edge. Sensible.
We're losing a munitions
Ooh,
point to enemy
friendly
action.
fire from a mine it seemed like. They're going to trade against the Matilda head on. Finally forced that away.
Sector. The enemy is down to 200 points. Carry on.
Sappers, are you gonna ship some dead weight?
Our enemy has the advantage.
Another
We
function
must
fire
stop
for
them.
Will. Those kind of need the repairs, so I can understand it. As he's coming in. We do have the option of like driving in close here and just going for a big blast
WillTHENOOBz pioneers are ready.
to Stug, but decided against it. Parts coming in here fast. Low health P4 is on the front lines for some reason. Grant's running pretty well in terms of penetration, but they don't quite kill it. Now the loiter swinging back. Might take one more pass, but he's going to get away. Yep. Oh boy, Panther's on the chase down, going after the Grant. The P4 getting involved as well. Tilda's in some trouble as well. Momo. Looks like Dunkerque finally called Momo's bluff. He went in for it. Didn't hit any mines, and it's all paying off. Matilda hidden in smoke now. Don't see grenades here. P4 is deciding to back away at this stage. Grant was coming up here just in case. Just taking control of the middle. Oh boy, P4 chasing in after Momo's Grant. Goes down. And then the AT gun from the side kills off the Stug. On Grant hanging on by a thread here, but he packed up his AT gun, so the Grant's going to survive. Oh, big mistake there by Dunkerque. A lot of very low health allied tanks though, almost dead even on victory points now. Panther not on prioritized vehicles, wasting a couple shots on the infantry. Kind of feels like the Axis needs some more scouting information at the moment. With a disadvantage in terms of vision. I think those Jaegers, they can pop up flares. I don't know if we've seen any
Commandant, we have surplus
Jaeger
munitions
flares
to
so
spend.
far. Not that I can recall, at least. Oh, and that's this Archer. I was going to say 17-pounder. Sound like it, but no, the Archer. Hit one on the foot guards as well. Luckily, the Panther didn't get stunned. Otherwise, that could have been lights out for the Panther. Out the back, targeting the second heavy mortar. I didn't notice Momo went for two of them.
Our sector.
But, underwhelming scatter.
Panther here reporting in.
Lucas charging in here.
Territory lost.
People holding this ground. Panther out the back repairing.
As reinforcements.
Yeah, hang on. Numbers coming Come into the middle now as well. Mortar slamming home the damage from downtown. Spots a mine over there with the sweeper.
Increase security around the HQ. We are
We're
down
going
to
to chase
100
away these
points.
grunts. Grunts not vetted up yet, so they don't have that pin bonus. And they're missing and bouncing a lot. Grunts from Momo in major trouble. And one of them goes down. Panther's got that perceived accuracy debuff. That's what you see triggering there. Making those grunts easier to hit. But here we go, a bit of a move. Havoc coming in from the rear with his grunts. Momo's going to square up. See, Dunkerque has activated the on-the-move repairs though, so he's repaired off a lot of the damage he's taken to this point. Momo pops onto the Vet 1, trying to hope the rate of fire can bail him out of this situation. Going for the P4 first. Does end up going down, but the Panther, I think, is going to survive. Could perhaps even kill this grunt here. The other grunt has popped its Vet 1. Panther's frontal armor working very well, bouncing all sorts of damage. And up to Vet 3 now. The grunt a little bit too slow with that Vet 1 active. Can't chase.
A capture point is being
Oh,
overrun.
another Panther, and the Matilda's in major trouble. Archer as well, having to back away. It's a shot in there though. But the P4s look like they rushed the middle, decrewed an AT gun. As the lights can't do anything against that. And the P4s are going in on the Archer. Here we go, they've dropped the loiter. Archer, I believe, has to be stationary to shoot. There he goes, he stops for a shot. The loiter doesn't quite kill it, but does eventually go down. Oh, but a mine goes off. Both people end up dying in that process. But Recon Jaeger's on the cap right now. They're doing well. Forcing Jaeger retreating. Loiter suppressing. Looks like he's going to go for the recon on the machine gun.
They have only 100 points remaining.
Get that away. The AT gun's there against the Matilda. He's coming into the middle now as well. So that's so quick on the decapture though.
Enemy forces
Oh,
have captured a
the
victory.
loiter. How did that follow them all the way out there? Some huge suppression going, but that's a big foot guard grenade. And the Aussie lights in the circle the entire time, so fast at capping. Tries to go for a satchel over here, but it doesn't pay off. He loses Falschenpio. Sprints in here with the Ayo Gurkali. He's bouncing though. Guy comes in to assist against the infantry AT gun lining up. It's a shot on. Rebuild on the Archer. Is it? How's his Vet 2 already? I missed something? Maybe I must have missed something. Comes the Nebo again out the back. Catch the repairs. There's not a lot else back there though. Allies are down 55 to 81. But they're capping on the edge now.
Point lost.
The neutralized, getting a whole bunch of mines down this side as well. Aussie lights heading out to the far edge.
Panther 4 is field ready.
Recon squad there, springing their ambush. Do have a vet disadvantage. Do have a cover advantage.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Did manage to get the neutralize off though. Might have to retreat with the Pios. And no retreat here from Havoc. It looks like he forgot about that squad. He's microing the Archer. Smoke out. Stopping the capture. He was dropping in Falschenjäger maybe? Falschenpios. Some attack rounds going off.
The enemy has only 50 points left.
Let's tag in here for Momo now. Oh, takes a Faust. Ocean Pyro's almost dead as soon as they dropped. Oh, and there they go. Too many grunts in the area. Oh, there's big damage from the archer. Grunt one shot. Gurkhas go down out the back, but stunned from the foot guards, and the archer polishes him off. He's got 2 archers now, in fact. Evil action. Getting some decent hits on the engineers. Oh, they are dead. But the Allies coming in hot with all sorts of vehicles. Very quick kills on these Axis tanks right now. These double archers just ruining every Axis tank. Even the Panther can barely bounce the archer. Oh, and he didn't drive far enough away, Dunkerque. Underestimating the range of these archers. You can see pop smoke, but a little bit too late. The T-gun going down.
75 points remaining.
Double archer in the late game here, reigning supreme through the middle of the map. Rotor brought down by the Axis. They're making a move for the center. They're suffering so many losses. I think some airbursts coming in. One grunt goes down to the loiter though. Recon squad out the back providing some vision. Might get a second pass off.
Pioneers are reporting
Now
for
the
duty.
recon squad's going in for the cap. Tries to go for a cap down here, but runs into a whole bunch of mines and the squad's dead. The mortars popping some air bursts. Recon squad trying to dodge. Machine gun guarding the top. Well, 52-30 versus 61-41, so a 20 population lead right now for the Allies. It's still active. Falchion, I think, being dropped here. No, Falchion Pyos. 3-man squad might actually be able to win this since they've vested up. Moving into the AT gun. The Grants are making the moves. They get around the side. P4 is too low. Grants are getting some big hits. They have to abandon the AT gun. Archers just doing some anti-infantry. They're hoping to get lucky hits. There you go, the Pyos. The Falchion Pyos win this, surprisingly. Might have been able to stay in there a little bit longer. Grant's in trouble though. Jump back on the AT gun with the Grens. Oh, but a very quick decrew on that AT gun. Doesn't get any shots off at all. Allies are going to be back on the drain, down to 20 points, but he's got the Jaegers. I mean, he's got the Aussie lights there. And they only drained 3 points. They're so fast at capping. And they're coming back up with the AT gun. They do have flares, right? Those Jaegers. I feel like I haven't seen a single one go off. Destroys the machine gun there with the archer. I'm just going to need a lot of anti-tank guns, I think. Just one's not going to get the job done. Maybe send like a P4 out to this flank. Maybe like tank rider squad onto that site. And they need more AT guns in the middle.
Panzer 4 reporting in.
They're going for more Panzer IVs. That's getting repaired up in the meantime.
Artillery barrage on the way.
Neither of these have got over repair active, by the way, so they are reasonably susceptible. The archers could get caught out. A Humber from Momo sent out to the far side, looking for something nimble to open up the capture, close the show here on the victory points. Pops the incendiary, but it's too late. Easy for the Humber. And can't really rotate that way if they want to win in the middle, so they're gonna lose.
A machine gun has been destroyed.
At the top there. Big hits on the Panthers straight away. P4's diving in, but the grunts and the archers are handling them easily.
Territory sector lost.
Well, it looks like the Allies are going to take this one. Loiter coming in now. Axis capping in the middle, but they don't have any hope of either of the other side.
Under enemy control.
T-gun's a little bit far away here. He's bringing it up now. Another squad down. These grunts getting some monster hits. Jamming the capture here with the engineer for as long as possible. Finally get the cap off. One of the grunts go down. The other two actually could be in some trouble as well. They both get hit by the Loiter. And they're missing a lot of shots, which we haven't seen much of so far this game. We've had some really good hits. Both grunts go down. Panther up in the top. Oceanjäger trying to get the cap off, but not going to happen. Too much firepower there for the Allies, and they're going for the middle. Fresh squad of, or relatively fresh squad of Aussie Lights. Go for the cap. That's going to do it. Allies end up squeaking out the victory.
The retreat. It is over.
It was a very strong start for the Axis. Got the Allies down to 200-ish before they started to turn the tide. It was really like Havoc committing on the double Humbers with the over-repair. They were just bleeding the Axis like crazy. And they turned things around. There was that dive as well from the 8-Rad. It ended up dying as it tried to back away. Some like clutch teamwork moments here from the Allies when the Axis tried to dive in deep. They ended up getting punished a couple times. But yeah, those double archers through the middle of the map just dominating the Axis armor. They really couldn't do much. Maybe they need to think laterally a bit more towards the tail end of this one. Send a P4 over to this side, open up the capture maybe with a squad tank riding. Similar to what Momo did up here. Late game Humber to clear off the machine gun, open up the cap. That was a good plan. Yeah, a really close game. Oh, I can't turn on the command card here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those Jaegers do have flares once they got the recon package, right? I don't think we saw any of them. Maybe that's something Dunkerque could address, because they were lacking vision. Would have been really helpful to, you know, set up your team weapons, help outrange the archers. A bit of extra vision could have gone a long way for the Axis. I was even thinking maybe they could have rebuilt a kitten. I think with the recon Jaeger flares, maybe shouldn't have been necessary. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.